Welcome all to the Emilia Grand Prix Ultra Buzz on pole with Steve Europe alongside him who has a high chance of winning this championship. Venter and Wallace allowed P3 and 4 respectively. Blazer Sonic and Alabama sharing third row, fourth row going to Bravo and P Sierra. Now we're looking at Campo and Carter for the fifth row, and UK all rounding off the top half, Balsar rounding off the sixth row, Ferrari and Zane share seventh row, eighth row going to Fernandez and MP4. Malika Mandrake P17, it's Van Horn 18. Malika 19th and Armour 20th. For the final row, it's Zygmunt and Livery. So without further ado, let's get into the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Here in Imola, we are ready for an incredible race. 5 red lights among us, and they're gone now. So we're underway here in Imola. In order for Wallace to stay in contention of the championship, he will have to outscore Grant by 22 points, which is insanely unlikely. So whilst the championship hopes on disappearing, he's going for the gamble this race with the hard tyres, but Wallace needs to win this race and have Grant further down the points to actually stay in contention, so the chances are low for him. But it's 3 abreast there. What a sight that is! 2 Renaults and a Mercedes. That was an incredible sight we have just witnessed. And that was incredible. That I just love the sight of that. Anyways, as we have a little look here, Ultra still leading this way. He's claimed 2 wins on the board this season. Could he make it a third in the penultimate round of this incredible season, which we have oh so loved? So you gotta admit, it's been a pretty good one. It's been thrilling. Igorov holding away at the start. The early advantage is what kept him in the contention. And guess what? He's now on his way to a second world championship in dominant style. But to last season where he really outfight for it against Ocampo. So fastest sector 1 going to Ultra Pro. You can see it there, 5.716 seconds quicker than the previous one. That's because people stand still on the start. You can't stand on the start every single lap. When you have cars that go over 200 miles per hour, you know, these things happen. And his next season is an exciting one, but we have got the British Grand Prix after this one. Honestly, in my opinion, it's going to be a thriller. We are going to absolutely love the British Grand Prix. Britain's a really good track. Come on. We all know this. Ultra sits fast lap, followed by Grigorov, Jenny Vetter, Blajasonic, and Sebastian Campbell next. Wallace down to P6, lost a place compared to the start. I'm sure Wallace started 4th, I think. But if the hard tyres dropped 2 places already, that's not ideal. It's suboptimal. Some may call it. Many people call it suboptimal. And that there is a certified fact. Did you know the Emilia Romagna circuit has at least 3 corners? That is actually a crazy fact. It has at least 3 corners, this circuit. And there's over a single driver driving on the circuit simultaneously. Away from stupid facts, yeah, 3 laps have passed and Vettel's already 5 seconds down on Grigorov. Grigorov has done really well this final half of the season to completely reverse the push that Wallace was doing onto him, and he's reversing it around, so he's pulling away instead. He couldn't get a championship with Mercedes. He couldn't even get away. Oh, wait, Ultra Pro! Ultra Pro has a puncture on the front right tyre! And that is horrible for him! And Wallace is gonna pass by Ultra Pro, who is in pursuit of victory here in Imola. The chances of that have completely faded away. And there's contact! There is contact there! Ultra and Sierra, Zane's got a penalty as well, because he's been getting a little bit argy-bargy with people here, and it's now causing chaos. Remember playing Sonic back in Turkey, using the same layout back in Season 1, remember? Keep it in mind, because if you remember well, Legend Sonic got a puncture, and it was at that same area, although it's a different place, same layout. Everyone else was in like a little bit of a huddle like that as well. Wow, wait. It's now playing the Dragon Sonic. The Nigerian man for Dragon. He is there in P2 now. His softs are beginning to shred. If you can make it to lap 7, you're gonna do a 1-stop. That's if you're on softs. If you're on mediums, you wanna aim for around lap 8 or 9. I feel like 8 would be the more viable option though. So drivers, getting near that pit stop window though, you can see with Bloody Sonic's tires, they are not doing so well right now. Because them tires aren't doing good. And we've also got a new track for Turkey coming as well. So next time we get a Turkish Grand Prix, we'll be using that new layout. Anyways, here we go. Venta running P1 from Legend Sonic Bogsarov into the pits, getting rid of them tires. If someone could just make one extra lap after this lap, that'd be ideal. But also the conditions. The Williams have pitted them onto the wrong conditions because it's now intermediate weather. Bogdasarov and Williams have messed up their strategy, and this is going to hugely benefit Dacia, who are quite a bit behind in the championship, but still in contention for P3. That is going to completely mess them up, and Dragon also in the good. They're in the green. Except for Campo. But for Blade and Dragon Sonic, if he can just keep it on Dragon, no, he cannot! He can't keep it on Dragon, that is him out! And Dragon Tops and P3 have completely slipped away. As it stands, they will not be able to get P3 mathematically. And then before, he's also out as well. I think that's the stricken car, no it's not, but the stricken car is no longer on track. But still, there's been 2 DNFs right there because of the rain. Venta onto them new tyres. It's a perfect double stack though for Mercedes. Walls could have done with the soft or the mediums at the start of the race, so he has been held up. The Dacia's also holding each other up as UK ball enters the pits, gets slowed down by Avogorov. And that's also Ravo, who's been held up as well. Ina Bablis back onto podium places. He's back on a territory which he was familiar with at the start of last season. So Jack Carter there, P7, Miles Mika, exiting the pits, P9. Oh, it's really close there. Van Horn almost getting through. And Red Bull, they'll be desperate because as it stands, they will be off the grid for next season because of the Ferrari team doing absolute bits a couple races back. It was really assisted them. And Red Bull looked to be the one who's going to fall off the grid. An irrelevant team this year, really. We'll be focusing all on Ferrari because they're the heart and soul of Formula 1. What a Red Bull? A team that came from nowhere, risen up, then just dropped down. That's the sort of team that they are, and it's a shame to see them go because they've actually had some pretty good liveries. This season actually doesn't look too bad, like their livery isn't even that bad. Now the employment of Van Horn and Ferrari are very uncertain in these times. They are super uncertain. And for Ultra, it's the fastest sector 2 in the race. He's doing that on intermediates, which I find pretty impressive. And Venter dominating this race, currently on for I think is a second win in his career. Did he win? I know he won earlier in the season. I think it was Brazil he got his first win, wasn't it? Out. I think it was Brazil round 6, if I'm not mistaken. If it was Brazil round 6, then yeah. I can't remember when he got his first, like his last win. And Tia Grigorov, the man who currently was scoring the points to win the championship this race. All he has to do is just keep it clean today. This was a nightmare, but nothing can be done about that, unfortunately. Sorry, man, but we can't change reality like that. It just doesn't work like that, man. So yeah, in this race, Vander's got a good lead. Ocampo, he can make it into the points-paying positions and help drag a bit some players are retired from the race. I'm just double checking the standings here. Now I'm looking, JD Venter, yeah, he got one win. He got 2 second places, 3 third places, and the 1 first place in Brazil. So JD Venter looking for a second race win as livery in McLaren. Obviously no pace, that thing's a tractor. Realistically, that should be last in the championship. But he got lucky from round 4 in Singapore, and Sigmund managed to get a podium. And that was the most they actually scored. Also, ended up scoring 8 points in France as well, in Magny Court. As Ocampo is getting very close to Jack Carter. And the Magic is passed through on Ocampo. Yeah, Ocampo is into the points-paying position nonetheless. As Gorov is chasing down Ida Babness in Indonesia, who's looking to secure podium place, and that would pay beneficial. It would pay its dividends to the team. Yeah, Dragon Racing, they're on a really low amount of points, unfortunately. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. And I'm currently looking through some more data. I've finished that there. So back to the racing action that we are seeing here. You're still closing in that gap on Ina Babness. And Lamborghini for them, they expect a bit more this season, I'm going to be honest. They definitely expected more. They didn't get more, but they still did really well. Now, happy sorry for the season, like with the big gaps and everything, but luckily we're getting the season finished soon. It was a good season, I'm going to be honest. Now, if I just look here, yeah, it's well, a pretty big season, to be honest. It's been a short-length season, but it's been longer gaps. I've had some pretty big breaks, I will say, as Babinus is overtaken by Ivo Grigorov, who's ahead of no place, and he's ready to show Zach Wallace what he's made of and why he should be the 2016 World Champion. He is there to show it. He knows he's the one worthy of a champion. And for him, Renault, they took on his skill. They trusted him And what did he end up doing? He ended up going there and winning championships. So here we go. There's only 3 laps remaining. And I just can't believe how this race has went. The rain really putting a spanner in the works. I'm looking at Ferrari right now. As they are, we're looking at Armin now in the Audi. It's Audi's penultimate race in Formula 1. It lasted 2 seasons, but due to their team principal not actually being here, Zin having to step in. As a result, Audi have fell. So it's nothing Audi can do. They are 100% folding at the end of the season. It looks like Red Bull will be as well. Because let's be honest, I highly doubt a team's gonna be absolutely a team like Red Bull or Audi are gonna absolutely blow Ferrari out the water. Vettel leads the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix, and Bamness is like no way in the sight of Yorov. You can just tell the Renault is quick. The Renault's quick, and he can't do anything about it. Revo P5 for him from UK Wall. Zayd's in P7 for Audi actually. So Audi, I said they're not gonna do anything, but they could do. If Zayd pushes, he can get points. Now I'm sure because I actually got the stand. I was looking at the standings after Monaco, but I didn't. I mean after the round before Monaco, I forgot. If I go here, sorry that you can't see. If I look at these constructors standing, Dragon are 1-2-0 their points. 120, which means as it stands, with the current results, they shall be closing in on Williams, but Dragon won't be in contention for 3rd. They can be in contention for 4th place in this race, and that's about it. As Sector 1, Venter's there, corner cut for Wallace, but Venter, as a result, he is now leading this way on the last lap of this Grand Prix. He's going to give it his all. Because think, the constructors, I'm looking at these constructors, you know. It's not looking too promising for Mercedes, I'm going to be honest. They're looking to come away with at least 43 points, which will be really beneficial to them, but it's whether they're still in contention or not for the constructors, we'll soon find out. But JD Venter comes across the line for a 2nd Grand Prix victory. It's been a 2nd Grand Prix victory for many people this season, apparently. Zach Wallace, it's not the championship for him, but for this man it is. Ivan Grigorov wins the World Championship. And he does it in spectacular style, 1 race early. Zayn is out of this race when Audi, that's cost Audi. That has really cost Audi. That could cost them 9th place. If they got the point, I'm sure they would end up being promoted up at 9th place, tied with Ferrari. Revo's P5, UK World P6, Sebastian Ocampo. He's recovered. It's also dry on track now, but he's recovered up to P7. Incredible drive. The magic there. Yellow flag, the 2nd sector for Ferrari. Cars P9, livery with livery in P10 for the McLaren. McLaren back, scoring points again. Yellow flag in the 3rd sector. Ferrari's out. As Sierra's had a little touch with the gravel. I think that place will get given up to Fernandez, if I'm not wrong. And Ultimo, last place for him. And so here we are, JD Venter, Zach Wallace, and Grigorov at your podium. And yeah, we'll be doing a Bulgarian national anthem next race at Abu Dhabi because Gaurav is our champion. We won't do it this race, but we are doing it next race, even if he doesn't win. But yeah, for JD Venter, making South Africa proud, you'll soon find out whether Mercedes are in contention for the constructors. You'll just have to take medal points away 44, and even if it's below the amount that Mercedes have, then they're in contention. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go on with the South African national anthem. JD Venter wins the race from Zach Wallace to Mercedes 1-2, but it's too much too late, unfortunately. We got a new champion, well, not new champion, he's the two-time champion of the world. It is an extra point for him for fast lap, Bamness and Ravo P4 and 5, UK Ball P5, UK Ball P6, Sebastian Gamp P7, I'll just be out the rest of it. Romangia, Carter, Livery, Botsara, Van Horn, Fernandez, Mika, Ultra Bro, Sierra, Armored, Zygmunt. I don't know why I thought Sierra, Armored, and Zygmunt were retired, but oh, never mind. They did have penalties, never mind, sorry. Ferrari's in, but Laser Sonic and MP4. That is it for the Emilia Romangia Grand Prix. Hope you enjoyed this. It's a premiere, by the way, as you can probably tell. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you for the final round in Silverstone. Have a good day, everyone. Goodbye.